Greetings. You may know me as Gaz. Existing throughout all the pod universes, we last left off with Colton shattering into what seems to be a Lego time stone, changing an infinite amount of podcasting possibilities. Me, myself, and I have sworn an oath to never interfere. But listen, as long as we travel through time and space to answer the questions of what possibly, what could be, and what never might be, what if? What if?
Whosoever hears this audio, if they be worthy, shall possess the inside human and superhuman abilities of the world's mightiest metahumans. Accompanying this journey of high quality nerd commentary, we got my man Colton, aka Pizza Parker. Talk to the people.
It's your boy Colton, aka I don't know which Colton it is, but it's one of them.
We also have the greatest engineer in the entire multiverse, my man Gas. Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's up?
And it's your boy Dennis, aka Old Dirty Dennis, aka Bro Mamu, aka Kevon Feige,
Talk to the people.
aka Podcaster Supreme.
Oh yeah.
Feel me? So what's good, fellas? Welcome to another issue of the Mighty Metahumans podcast. What's going on? How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. I'm chilling, relaxing, chilling out, maxing, shooting some hoop.
This is
not to get in trouble.
This is the fresh Colton.
The fresh Colton right now. Bel Air on just some of my Bel Air shit.
Fresh Colton in New York.
I've been watching that show. That's probably why I said that.
Yeah. How about you guys? How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm cool, and I'm not really doing too much. Just chilling out. What's up with you?
Chilling, bro. I'm really excited for today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me and Colton was doing some research, trying to put together these theories. Because today we are going to be talking about, and I'll give you guys the setup. So I'm watching the Super Bowl, and I get a text message. I checked the text message from this nigga Colton. There's no words in this text message. There's literally a link for me to click, and it's a link to the Doctor Strange trailer.
Watch it.
That shit is fucking insane. So before we get started, you should pause and watch the trailer and come back and join us. So
yeah, because we're gonna spoil it, and not only spoil it, but we're gonna add extra to it. But that's later.
Facts. So all right. First impressions. How's it looking to you?
Oh man, damn. Doctor Strange is just upping it in movie quality and just the movies that he has.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know. Sam Raimi, that's my guy. Everybody knows that. Fuck. I don't know. I can't tell anything from the first trailer because usually when I watch first trailers from Marvel, I think that I've seen everything, but it's usually misdirection.
Yeah, they do a lot of misdirection.
But I feel like this trailer did actually give out a lot, just not in a bad way.
Okay. Gas. We know you saw it. How you feel about the trailer from what you've seen?
I mean, getting cubed is crazy as fuck. But
Yo.
Isn't that the same
not
shit?
Not bad. It's some. What were you about to say?
No. I was just about to say, you just mentioned the cube shit and it reminded me of Infinity War. Isn't that the same shit that happened to Drax when he went to go
he
fight?
Turned to spaghetti string pieces.
Yeah.
It was almost like some shit like that though.
Yeah.
Getting cubed is mad crazy, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the 6-armed zombie version of him.
That's hard.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's
I think they showed something like that in the
What If?
Yeah, the What If.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's kind of like canon now.
It's canon.
Yeah, it's canon.
So Strange Supreme is canon.
Yeah. So all right, let's see, where should we start? First scene that I remember, I think me and you were talking about the Strange that we saw in the bed when the shit flips. I don't think that's our Strange, bro. Cause like I told you,
you gotta explain it. You gotta explain it because the shit's hilarious to me. His explanation.
So, in the first movie, like we was just talking about, he was in an accident. He lost control of his hands.
Facts.
Because he lost the nerves function in his hands, and that was one of the things that made him a doctor. Is he had such a steady hand, and that's why he learned the mystic arts. It was his pursuit of trying to get his hands back. Nigga, we were watching that fucking trailer, and the scene right before it is like the Defender Strange dude, which is supposed to be like the classic Doctor Strange.
Yeah. And
America Chavez floating through space-time travel shit, and the bed flips, and we see what presumably is our Doctor Strange, but this nigga's wiping his face with his hands with man movement, and I'm like, son, he don't got hands. He Boba Fett. Where these hands come from?
But I mean, I feel like through magic, his hand functions would be a little bit better, but like not like crazy, like healed. But he was like kind of rubbing his face.
Son, he was rubbing his face, son. Like,
but I don't know. I feel like that probably is our Strange, and they're gonna have some explanation for it. But that is also a good theory, in my opinion.
So I do feel like you talking about misdirections. I do feel like maybe the movie starts with what we think is our Strange. Facts. And then we find out, like, holy shit, we was watching this shit through another universe. Like,
yeah, I feel like that would be probably one of the best ways for them to get us without, like, because I feel like they showed us a lot in the trailer, but they didn't show us everything.
Exactly.
Which could mean that what I would want them to do if they wanted to try something is just really confuse people and be like, you probably will never know which Strange you're following right now until he gets murdered or something happens to him.
Okay.
And then, like, at the end, you'll be like, yeah, this was actually the Strange. Like,
all along.
So, that would be fucking dope to me and them trying something. But, yeah, like, just knowing from that 2-second scene from Defender Strange with the little ponytail to, like, our Strange, now we know that Multiverse of Madness, like, there's Stranges out there.
Yeah. And I do feel like, what I was telling you before, I do feel like, not necessarily like symbiote, but I do feel like they have like a shared conscious on some level, like on the subconscious level, that's why he can see the dreams, and it's like to him these feel like nightmares, but it's actually memories of other Stranges currently in the multiverse.
Yeah, they have to all kind of be connected to each other, and I do believe that when he did that multiversal spell, that probably tapped him into that consciousness of shared like space or whatever. Because what's another part of the trailer we talking about?
Another part. Okay, so we could kind of piece together from the trailer. I'll go first.
Okay.
Piece together what we think was currently going on in the story. So, like everyone listening, this is just a fucking guess. So it starts off with Wanda looking for her kids in WandaVision, right? Working the Darkhold spell.
Facts.
And meanwhile, while that shit is going on, Strange is helping Peter.
Facts.
And I feel like towards the end of that, like you were saying, I feel like that changed him in a way where he feels like now he has a better grasp of how to change shit. Yeah. Like timeline wise. And I feel like maybe he tries to prevent himself from crashing in the car, which damages his hands. He gives up his girl. Like, I feel like some of that plays a role. And in the process of trying to figure out how to do that, he learns from Wanda that to reach across multiverses, she has a book. And that's what she's been using. And that's why he meets her in that field to discuss the multiverse. And then that scene where he meets the evil version of him, the dark version of him or whatever. Remember, they showed him at the top using a Darkhold with the Wanda red magic, the chaos magic or whatever.
With the orbs.
Yeah, and she was there. And I feel like those orbs are different planets. So whatever it was that he was trying to do, he probably got scared and he forced it back into the book because he probably couldn't control it on some Spider-Man shit. And in the midst of that happening, he kind of fucks up the reality or whatever.
Probably warped them all together.
And that's why Baron Mordo is sent to come get this nigga again, because he's been warning this nigga from the first movie. My nigga, stop
You're gonna be the cause
fucking
of all this
with
shit.
time. Like, and he just would never listen to this nigga. So this nigga comes to go get him, takes him to the Illuminati.
Yeah, the Illuminati guys is what we call the group of super powerful super beings that come together to make all the world's decisions. And it's in the comic book, but they're putting it in play now.
Yeah, and I feel like in the comic version, it was just for one reality. This shit is for like the multiverse.
Yeah, so this is big boy stuff going on.
So I feel like each person in the Illuminati, because I'm gonna ask you who you think the members are in a second.
Facts.
Each one of those members represents to me a different reality. Like, they're not all from the same reality.
True.
Like, they protect their versions and then they come together to protect all versions. So leading into that, Illuminati, who do you think the members are?
Mordo.
Okay, that's one.
The one who was walking in the back here.
Because there's about six or seven chairs.
The person who was sitting, that they either have a hood or hair, and I would want to say that it's a hood, and I would like to say that it's Dr. Doom. And the only reason why I would say it's Dr. Doom is because I believe that if anything happens, he's escaping out of this bitch. Professor X, was definitely blocked out, but we know that he's there.
I think that's Patrick Stewart.
And then
voice.
on the left, that is the hardest guess because that could be a Black Panther of some sort.
Right.
That could be Black Bolt from the Inhumans, or that could be Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four. Okay. But I believe that since they already have a Doctor Doom, they might not have a Reed Richards.
Okay.
So that is
you gave me 4.
Yeah.
Out of 6. I need 2 more.
The other Doctor Strange that's Wallen.
Okay.
He was probably a part of it, and he's not part of it anymore, and that's why there's an empty seat. And then the other seat, I believe, can be a dead Tony Stark. Like the Doctor Strange probably bugged out and killed that Tony Stark of that universe. Or my favorite theory, Tom Cruise as Superior Iron Man.
We're gonna get to that. That is gonna be fun. All right. So I'm gonna give you who I think at least 6 of those seats, because I know the Illuminati is technically 7, but I'll give you 6. Definitely, I feel like Baron Mordo is a part of that. If he isn't, he's like one of their enforcers or something, because they may not, handle shit directly themselves. But I'm gonna put him on the list as 1. The person that you said is Dr. Doom, I'm gonna say that's gonna be revealed to be Namor, because I feel like they're gonna put Reed Richards on the Illuminati only because the Fantastic Four movie is supposed to be the last movie in Phase 4.
Yeah.
So I do feel like this would be a good way to introduce him, and then we learn more about him in their movie. Sure. So I got Reed, Mordo. Here's a flip on Black Panther. I think it's the Pops. I think it's T'Chaka.
That makes sense.
Yeah, a young version of
who's so basically Sterling, right?
Yeah, so they can basically recast because the actor was still alive that did T'Chaka in the Black Panther movie. I mean, in real life, he's still alive. So I feel like they can use someone to take on that mantle in that whatever universe that is. So that's what, 3. Captain Carter. I do feel like I do feel like within Marvel in general, it's a certain level of respect for Captain America, and I feel like a universe would have a representative of Captain America as part of like the multi-universe. She
probably would
group.
Be the
she'd be I feel like whatever conflict they would have as a team, she would be the guiding neutral. You know what I mean? Like kind of like what Steve was.
Sure, I can see that.
Yeah, so I feel like that's 4. Who else I got? I agree with you with Defender Strange. I mean, not Defender Strange, Evil Strange. I feel like he was a part of the team, and some shit happened where it's just like, this nigga's fucking crazy. Get this nigga the fuck out of here.
He wasn't fucking with them.
Yeah. So that's 6. No, that's 5. And the last person, Superior Iron Man. I feel like that's where those Ultron bots.
Unless they're Sentinels.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they.
I feel like they're more Ultron bots though.
Yeah, I feel like since we're talking about it, because you brought us down that road, I do feel like this still, because we were laughing about this shit. I thought it would be perfect for Tom Cruise to play that role, because he was supposed to play that role before they offered it to Robert Downey Jr. and he turned it down because he had like movies or some shit he was working on at the time.
Yeah,
but to make him the smug asshole Iron Man would be amazing, fucking hilarious, bro.
It would be so great, and we know he's good at being a fucking asshole in a funny way.
Yeah, perfect. Like I feel like this is the perfect version of Iron Man for him. Like he couldn't do what Robert Downey did. Like he didn't have that comedic timing. Like I just don't see that for him.
He's like such a snarky, snaky guy.
Yes. So I feel like giving him that power would, like, it'd be perfect for him. And like we were talking about watching the Days of Future Past shit, which was just a wild theory that I was throwing out there. Yeah. The Sentinels in that movie were based on Mystique and her ability to, like, her skin to change. And those Sentinels were able to change their physical appearance based on whatever mutant they were fighting. So my thing was, if Xavier is a part of the team of the Illuminati and they can share shit,
he gave niggas that technology,
exactly, and he took that technology and improved on it, perfecting the Ultron bots, just like he was talking about in Age of Ultron.
There's a damn Reed Richards. We talking about a genius. If he gives him that information, he can definitely make anything.
Exactly. So he took that information, just like we were talking about with the Age of Ultron, wanted to make a barrier around the world. He, in this universe, he pulls it off. He perfects his Ultron bots. He has this liquid symbiote type extremis, making him the supreme smug.
It will still be nanobots.
Yeah, this supreme superior Iron Man, perfect for Tom Cruise, and I feel like that's your Illuminati. And you add Xavier to that shit.
But here's my dark horse pick.
Okay.
And I told you this earlier. Terrence Howard as superior Iron Man.
I'm back, man.
I'm back, man. Finally in the position where I need to be, man. I'm superior Iron Man. Hey, Tony, you ain't never put it for the ring around the earth. Because I knew about the sounds in the 1,000 paraserics. They mean something with a sound. And once you find that engine and that information, you open up that flower of life. That's how you protect the earth.
That's how you do it, man.
That's how you do it, man. We need it.
Multiverse of Madness, man.
Also, my other headbanger theory. This is what you need to do, Marvel. Use James McAvoy as the actor. Yes. Make James McAvoy Professor X. But use Patrick Stewart's voice. Like, have him lip sync Patrick Stewart's voice. So now they're one person. And that just confuses everybody. That would be so perfect. That's trying something. That would kill all fan theories. From now on, every fan theory would just sound ridiculous. And they could just go regular. And just be like, you guys sound ridiculous. Why would you even say that? And then every now and again, you do some shit like that.
Just to throw niggas off.
Yeah. Like you pick a new Wolverine, but it's Hugh Jackman's voice. Every time.
Oh shit. All right. So I got two things to get in based on the Patrick Stewart shit. So does that mean that Marvel is now saying that all the movies since the 90s all exist in a giant version of the multiverse, which also means that within those movies, at some point, Patrick Stewart's Professor Xavier met these other members of the Illuminati, and he just pretended like the shit, like time travel and shit, didn't exist.
It would make sense.
I mean, it would blow my mind, but yes.
His thoughts and shit.
Yeah.
So
that would be
Professor
insane.
X be holding secrets.
Secrets, nigga.
So that would make a lot of sense. Here's another one that I want to throw up.
Sure.
What if we find out that whatever Marvel, all these phases we've been watching, is not the main universe?
Yes.
Like, that would explain why everything is the way it is. I wouldn't be mad. How you feel about that?
Honestly, I fuck with it a lot. I think it would be a great way to soft reboot Marvel, like their cinematic universe in a way, because we did lose T'Challa. We lost Iron Man. We lost like all the original Avengers. Like, we basically lost these niggas. And this would be a way to reboot that.
Black Widow.
Yeah, this would be a way to reboot that in a new universe where, kind of like how in the comics there was the all new Marvel. Like, it would be some shit like that where it's like a soft reboot and you could change all these actors and characters and it still makes sense. Like, it's not just fucking random. So, nah, I fuck with that. Another thing I wanted to bring up, because this was very hot on Twitter. The scene where Wanda is fighting someone. Who do you think that person is?
So
there's a couple guesses online.
I got a few.
Give me the one that you stand behind.
The one that I actually stand behind is Monica's mom.
Okay.
Like, and she's in this universe. She gets Captain Marvel powers. There's no Carol Danvers.
Uh-huh.
And it's just her. And she's Captain Marvel. And she's out here fucking wilding. Another one that I'm kind of holding on to is it might be a Nova, but I'm not sure.
Okay,
but it could be a Nova.
All right, so for me, you basically nailed it on the head. I personally feel like, just as like a writer, I would feel like it makes sense to circle the story back around to a Rambeau, and instead of it being Maria, I don't feel like it would make sense because she had empathy for Wanda in WandaVision. So
Monica.
Monica. I don't see them like coming to like blows like the way that, because that person came in like hot. Like they wasn't like on some let's talk this shit over. Like they came to fight.
Yeah.
So
OD.
So I feel like that is her mom. Like that's Maria, and in that universe that she exists in, Carol Danvers never gets those powers.
She could be in the Illuminati.
She could be in the Illuminati.
It could be her instead of one of the extra people that we're talking about.
Yeah, she could be a member.
And that's what she pulls up to fucking Walla, or yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. Or the members that we said are correct, and she works the same way like Captain Marvel works, where she only comes when she senses something wrong.
Like a planetary threat.
Yeah. And she senses like Wanda. She doesn't know who fucking Wanda is, but she knows this chick is fucking wildin', and she gotta come take care of this shit. So she comes in guns blazing. And maybe in that universe, she isn't called Captain Marvel. She's called Photon, because that was the name of her
That's a fact.
her fighter jet in Captain Marvel's movie. And I feel like that would be a great way to call back to both the character and how she got her name. Like that would be a great.
That's a big fact.
Yeah, great what if in a way. So who do you think the Ultron bots belong to?
Well, I have like 3 separate theories on this. This is just hard.
We shooting.
One would be what you was talking about earlier, but I guess I would go into all of them. It would be like a mixture between Professor X and Reed Richards, or Doctor Doom.
Okay.
And they would work together with the Sentinel technology and their technology, and they would make like robots like that. Or it would be the Tony Stark of whatever that universe is, and Professor X worked together, made those. And I still stick with my theory that whatever Tony Stark did exist got killed by the Doctor Strange.
Okay.
But he left technology behind. And either Reed Richards or Doctor Doom is like continuing it.
Okay. I fuck with it. Let's see what else
about you.
Honestly, I gotta think on that. But no, I mean, for the most part, like I feel like at least so far we've been kind of like in sync with theories.
Yeah, facts.
So like I'm not like knocking your shit, because I feel like we're like close to what this shit could be anyway. Even though it's Marvel and they have no problem like putting some shit and then taking the scene out completely, like it never happened. Cough, cough, Infinity War. Like, so, or they might flip some shit or take somebody out. So I don't know. I feel like it could be anything. Sure. Here's a good question though. That scene over it's not the Cosmotorium. It might be the Cosmotorium where like all the sorcerers are, where they're trained them in the first Doctor Strange movie. Who is the smoke? What's the smoke? Like, who's that? Because that's clearly like a threat. But who is that threat that's coming?
That's difficult to say, because it could be anybody.
Yeah.
It could literally be Wanda. It could be Wanda pulling up. It could like go crazy and just have a storm.
That's true.
Up. And that would be Storm bringing a storm like over the area.
Yeah.
Which would be nuts. But I don't even know if they're going to go that far.
I don't think they're going to do that. But I mean, it's possible. It's the multiverse. We can't be wrong.
It could also be Dark Strange pulling up.
Okay. I'm going to tell you what my theory is. Go ahead.
But I'm thinking either Wanda, Strange, or some off-the-wall shit like Storm or something.
So my theory is it's Wanda, but it's not our Wanda. It's Wanda from WandaVision. Because in that scene where our Wanda is on the ground crying, she's probably remembering that she lost her kids. And that Wanda, and she's probably sad because she's seeing her pain in the manifestation of the Wanda in front of her. So I feel like that Wanda does what our Wanda did to Agnes and takes her power
Oh shit!
So now that makes her evil Wanda. So now she has this increased abilities. She could probably sense her kids. So now she goes to the Sanctorium because whatever they have there, she needs to get to where the kids are. And where are the kids? Where the Illuminati is. Why? Because one thing we learned with the Illuminati is Professor X is a piece of shit. So
and all of them are pieces of shit.
Yeah,
and they just make plans
he's like
themselves.
a bigger piece of shit.
That's a fact.
So I feel like whatever happened with the Chaos Magic, the Darkhold, Mephisto, they were keeping her kids from her. I know I used the M word. So I feel like they're keeping her kids from her for a reason. And now that she has the power of 2 Wandas, she has a stronger psychic link. She doesn't quite know where they are, but she knows she can get there by teleporting. She doesn't have America Chavez, so whatever they have at the Sanctum, like they can get there.
Maybe that scene where Sidorak is holding America Chavez is Wanda.
It's possible.
Her power to jump through shits to like get to her children.
Yeah. So I feel like and for people that are listening to this, that part that I said, yeah, we were right. That's good money.
Yeah.
That scene where you see her holding her hand up and she's like bloody or whatever. The camera pans into her eyes, and the last thing that you see in the trailer is literally 2 cages.
That looks like the cages that held her and her brother.
And I feel like to me, those cages represent Wiccan, like both her kids trapped. Who's trapping them? The Illuminati for whatever reason, and that's why she goes crazy in their headquarters and she wilds the fuck out. And that's why she starts off as a hero in the earlier half of the movie, helping Strange, and a villain in the second half, because at the end of the day, she's a mom who just wants her kids. You know what I mean?
A fact.
And she's grieving, so she's gonna do whatever she needs to do.
Yeah, but she might undo a lot of good just to do that.
I mean, that's literally the plot of WandaVision.
hopefully, you know, it's gonna get resolved. But I don't know. Don't know.
It's a lot of shit going on, and
I agree.
It's great, bro.
Yeah, that's a good theory. That's probably the most solid shit.
So other than that, honestly, I got nothing else. I think we squeezed a lot out of like a 2-minute trailer.
Yo,
we put together
shit
like
is crazy. Also,
theories. Yeah, give me something.
Doctor Strange falling through the fucking cartoon world.
Yes, I brought that up on Twitter.
That
Where do you think that's going?
X-Men 97.
Yes.
It could be just the 616 Marvel universe.
Yeah.
It could be like a lot.
I got one more to throw into that. I just got that. I think I told you as we started recording was there were reports that Big Hero 6 was going to be added into the MCU somehow. And for those who've seen it, it's a pixel type movie, like Pixar type movie.
Yeah.
So it's like, how does that work in the MCU? Now they kind of use Doctor Strange to crack reality. You can add in animation somehow, like and those people join our reality as live action. You know what I'm saying? Like they start off with the 3D cartoon shit in their reality. We have America Chavez that breaks reality, and that leads them here because we did see dinosaurs in the trailer. So fucking Jurassic Park is a part of this shit too.
Big Hero 6, man.
Yeah, man.
Might get my boy Sunfire. So Samurai. Come on, man.
Somebody. Yeah, so you got anything else we can squeeze out of this trailer before we wrap?
Nah, I'm just excited. I don't want to like jinx it and just say a bunch of shit, but at the same time, I'm just happy.
I mean, technically, like I said, we can't be wrong.
It's just fun
because it's a multiverse. So in some reality, we're right. Know what I mean?
That's a fact. That is a fact.
It plays out exactly like we said in some reality. So you got any worthies before we dip?
Defender Strange's ponytail.
That shit's hard.
What else? Wanda obviously like, nigga. Y'all all fucked up. You don't have to make people feel bad about it. Like, he became a hero only in Defender world.
Right.
He's not a hero in our world where you know him.
He's
what are you saying, girl? Like, y'all all fucked up. And hopefully she get her kids. That's a worthy.
All right. So,
also, the M word.
The M word
still happens. Keep hope alive, people. Y'all know what I mean.
M word forever. All right. So my worthies. First off, as a zombie fan, seeing what seemingly looks like Zombie Strange, nigga, is like one of the hardest things ever. Like for like live action, that shit look fire. Second worthy is Doctor Strange himself, because like I was telling you, if this movie is fire, if he get one more, he in talks for like a #1 spot, or at least the time, my nigga. Like he putting in some work. I want to, jinx it like we did with No Way Home, but we were right about No Way Home being fire.
Facts.
This shit looking kind of hard,
this shit looking kind of fucking fire.
And he put like a good first movie, a fire second movie, and he follow up that with a third. My nigga Cap might have to move over a little bit and make a little room, son.
Just a little bit.
He don't got to move the throne.
Just be nuts.
Yeah, like he already doing Civil War shit in his second movie. So like, where do we go from there? You know what I mean? Other than that, I would say Sam Raimi, because
facts, that's my boy.
I'm a fan of the Spider-Man shits, and on top of that, like he kind of likes practical effects more than CGI. So I feel like we're gonna get a lot of really cool scenes using just the shit that he's learned from Spider-Man over the years, and being able to implement that into this and kind of make it like a not necessarily a scary movie, but a little bit more serious in a way, because it's like a dark story. Like it's not like slapstick comedy, you know what I mean? So I do, and the first one wasn't really like overly funny anyway. Like it had its scenes like comedic timing and shit, but I feel like he's gonna do justice with this shit. So yeah, I mean that's my worthies. This has been another issue of the Mighty Metahumans podcast, providing you with that high quality nerd commentary. Subscribe, leave a review, tell a friend, check us out on YouTube. That shit is definitely updated. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the new followers. Shout out to Colton for making that happen.
Hey, a little bit, just a little viral, you know?
You can find me on every social media site as Old Dirty Dennis. That's OLDIRTYDENNIS. And you can find my man Colton.
You can find me on Twitter as The Colton Show __. And you can find me on everywhere else as The Colton Show.
Nice.
Twitch.tv /The Colton Show. ColtonShow.com.
Stream, buy shit.
Thanks. Pull up.
Take us home, bro.
Okay.
Give us a quote.
We should probably tell him the truth.
Who said
Professor X about to lie.
Yo, we out.